Coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Carr now on first down. Back to Renfrow again, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a guy who played his college ball here in the Bay Area, and that's Stanford's Bryce Love. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. 20! And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games.
He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He was brought down by John Simon. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Trying to hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. It's complete to Robinson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. On 1st down, here's Love. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Corey Littleton. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st down, it's Love. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Play action. Now it's Carr. Forced out to his left. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
To gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. And for Derek Carr, on that last completion, he just went over 30,000 career passing yards. A guy that came into the league in 2014 and not the first guy that leaps into your mind when you think of quarterbacks that have piled up big passing numbers, but Carr has been consistent, and congratulations to him on going over 30K. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes now to throw. The 20. Kelsey, a nice catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On second down now, it's Love, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll run with Love. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Drake. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? They're certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns, plus he can catch it swinging out of the backfield.
Carr now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw his Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he stopped immediately there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Willie Snead. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 33 yards that time. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They will zoom past that number there. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
16 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. The Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Carr completes it, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Carr. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Willie Snead. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Mahomes now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. Going for it all. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got room. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to watch as he's put together this type of a season. And to me, you have to figure, with so many games remaining, I think he'll breeze past 5.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And some room to run now. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 18. 155 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and the return will stop right around the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that'll be checked down to Drake. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that'll That'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Armani Watts. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mahomes. Flushed out right. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes to throw it. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Las Vegas, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.